Modern life became easier, but many people became mentally weaker. For most of human history, life demanded something from people. Movement, patience, physical effort, uncertainty, discomfort. Humans evolved in environments where survival required adaptation. People walked long distances, faced hunger, experienced boredom, sat in silence, worked with their bodies. But modern life changed the environment the human brain evolved in. Now, discomfort disappears almost instantly. Food arrives immediately. Entertainment never stops. Silence is replaced with stimulation. Boredom is eliminated within seconds. And at first, this sounds like progress. But in The Comfort Crisis, Michael Easter argues something unsettling. Maybe modern life removed too much struggle from human life. Your brain was not designed for endless comfort. One of the central ideas behind the comfort crisis is evolutionary mismatch. The human brain evolved for challenge, movement, uncertainty, effort, periods of discomfort. Not constant convenience, not infinite stimulation, not permanent comfort. And maybe this explains why so many people today feel emotionally exhausted, despite living easier lives than almost every generation before them. You wake up and immediately reach for your phone. Not because something important happened, but because silence feels uncomfortable. You scroll, switch between apps, consume endless information, noise, entertainment, distraction. And for a few moments, you escape yourself. But eventually, the emptiness returns, because stimulation is not the same as fulfillment. We are overstimulated, but underfulfilled. Michael Easter repeatedly describes how modern abundance creates hidden problems. Humans today consume more than ever before. More entertainment, more comfort, more stimulation, more convenience. Yet many people feel restless, anxious, emotionally numb, disconnected from themselves. Because modern life does not only remove discomfort, it also removes many conditions that once helped humans feel resilient, capable, and fully alive. Blaise Pascal once wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." And today, modern life makes sure people almost never have to. The moment discomfort appears, people escape into stimulation. Scrolling, videos, music, noise, consumption. Because boredom now feels threatening. But Michael Easter argues that boredom once served an important purpose. Boredom created space for reflection, attention, imagination, creativity, self-confrontation. But modern systems eliminated boredom almost completely. And maybe this is why so many people feel disconnected from themselves. The easier life becomes, the harder discomfort feels. This is one of the hidden consequences of modern comfort. When people remove too much difficulty from life, their tolerance for discomfort decreases. Not only physically, psychologically. A difficult conversation feels overwhelming. A few minutes of silence feels unbearable. A moment of uncertainty creates anxiety. And slowly, people begin organizing their lives around avoiding discomfort completely. Avoid difficult work, avoid uncertainty, avoid emotional pain, avoid challenge, avoid friction. But there is a hidden cost to this. Because avoiding discomfort also means avoiding growth. Michael Easter repeatedly argues that humans need meaningful stress to stay psychologically healthy. Not chronic, overwhelming stress, but challenge, effort, adaptation, physical exertion, deep engagement with reality. Because challenge creates resilience, and resilience creates confidence. A life with no resistance can slowly become a life with no vitality. Many people today are not physically starving, but psychologically, they are starving for meaning, intensity, purpose, aliveness. They feel trapped inside routines that are comfortable, but emotionally empty. Because humans do not only need pleasure, they need engagement with life. And meaningful engagement usually requires discomfort. Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." And maybe this is why modern comfort alone fails to satisfy people. Because comfort can remove pain, but it cannot create meaning. You discover your limits by going beyond them. One of the most important ideas in the comfort crisis is misogi, a Japanese-inspired concept centered around difficult challenges. A misogi is supposed to push a person far beyond what feels comfortable. The traditional idea is simple. Once a year, do something so difficult that there is a real possibility you might fail. Not for achievement, not for productivity, not for social media, but for transformation. Because difficult experiences change the way people see themselves. Michael Easter describes how modern life became so controlled, so predictable, so comfortable, that many people stopped testing themselves completely. And over time, they stopped trusting themselves too. They stopped feeling capable, stopped feeling courageous, stopped feeling alive. A real challenge interrupts that pattern. It forces attention into the present moment. It strips away distraction, comfort, ego, excuses. And suddenly, you are no longer escaping life. You are inside it. This is why difficult experiences often become the moments people remember most clearly, not because they were pleasurable, but because they made people feel awake again. Carl Jung once wrote, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But becoming who you truly are often requires confronting discomfort voluntarily. Because comfort protects the current identity. Challenge transforms it. Comfort protects your current identity. Challenge transforms it. Michael Easter's point is not that people should suffer constantly. His point is that modern life accidentally removed many experiences that once made humans resilient. And without challenge, people slowly become passive. Not creators, consumers. Comfort becomes the goal. Avoidance becomes the habit. And eventually, people stop feeling connected to their own potential. Modern life solved many survival problems, but removed many experiences that once made humans feel alive. Maybe the goal is not to reject comfort completely, but to stop organizing your entire life around avoiding discomfort. To choose challenge sometimes. To sit in silence sometimes. To do difficult things voluntarily. Because maybe the strongest version of yourself is not waiting inside comfort. Maybe it is waiting on the other side of the discomfort you keep avoiding.